Order, Mr. Posey is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank the witnesses for coming today. Fascinating testimony. I share the interest in planetary defense with Congressman Rohrabacher, and I'm glad to know that Arecibo will continue to monitor for our planetary defense. Have you published any studies on our planetary defense?
I'm not aware of any, but I will check and find out. I'm sure that other agencies have, but I'm not aware of studies that.
If you have, I'd appreciate them if you would send them to my office, and might state clearly that I do appreciate the direction that you're taking the agency now compared to the last administration, and as the chairman pointed out, the 700,000 on a climate change musical, or $1.5 million to study pasture management in Mongolia. I remember medieval basket weaving, studying why one certain segment of women are fat. I mean, compared to the China budget that somebody's talking about before, I think we'll find that we spend more real resources on research than they do. And I think if they got caught wasting the money on some of the things we have done, they'd probably put some people to death over there for it. All we can do is struggle to protect the taxpayers from stuff like that in the future. You mentioned the opioid crisis. My driving question is going to be whether or not we have put any study toward the behavioral sciences. Have we ever looked at the opioid crisis or the root causes of violence in our schools?
So certainly within a variety of our directorates, including our social, behavioral, and economic sciences, studies of behavior have been crucial in helping us to understand why various trends happen in society, how to make change, how to change people's behavior. That is part, I think, of the fundamental work in the social behavioral sciences. And so we certainly have some investment in those kinds of things, and we can follow up with some very particular kinds of examples for you if that would be useful.
I would like information on particular resources you've developed on the opioid crisis and also the violence in our schools.
Certainly, and again, these would be resources that our funded principal investigators have produced with NSF funding, and so we can certainly survey what we have and get that to you.
Okay. Any insight that you could give us now as to what they revealed?
I think we need to get back to you with details to be sure that we get it to be accurate.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'll yield back.
Thank you, Mr.